Discipline.
Natural.
Humorous.
Motivational.
Can I say feisty?
Faith.
Generous.
Inspirational.
Wise.
Family.
And community.
And very caring.
Providing students, teachers, and children with light, love, and learning has been the lifelong mission of Dr. Ray Carpenter.
I looked on students as being part of my total life, and it was not just my teaching life.
Carpenter was born into and is forever linked to his alma mater. His two uncles and his son attended, as did his father, who taught mathematics and astronomy at Roanoke.
My father obviously was involved with Roanoke College from the time he was in diapers.
His lifetime coincides with half the lifetime of the college, and so he's seen so much here because he was born here and raised here.
The family tradition of attending Roanoke came sensibly for young Ray as he entered summer school just days after graduating from Andrew Lewis High School in 1945. Immersing himself into freshman physics led to a 3-year stint as Dr. Charles Rayner's lab assistant.
He had a fairly small group of physics majors, but on the other hand, he was very close to them. And he was looking for ways in which I could help some of these GIs that had been in the service for 4 or 5 years come back and adapt to college.
Carpenter was a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity, but his dedication to his study of physics laid the groundwork for a lifelong passion and career. Ray graduated from Roanoke in 1949. After graduate school at Cornell University, he moved to Lexington, Virginia, where Ray met his wife, Jane, a young teacher. Together they raised their children Dee, Grant, and Barbara, as Carpenter embarked on a 41-year career at VMI as an educator to students, teachers, and children near home and around the world.
You know, he's one of the legends at VMI, and he really put VMI on the map in terms of physics education. And one of the biggest impacts I think he's had is interesting students to become physics majors.
A fascinating part of Ray's life has been his willingness to be, in some respects, a missionary for physics.
While on post, Carpenter joined forces with fellow Roanoke graduate Dick Minix. The pair performed physics demos, much to the delight of audiences worldwide, and published a book still in print today.
Dr. Carpenter and the workshops, I think, revived interest, certainly among high school, and we had college physics teachers in those workshops too. Both the University of Virginia and Vanderbilt University presented Dr. Carpenter teaching awards for his work in the field.
Colonel Carpenter and Colonel Minix were definitely pioneers in putting that book together. They had high school teachers coming here all the time, and so lots of high school teachers, they'd do workshops, and college professors would come and attend these workshops, and so they were fairly well known.
He developed these programs that he could take to school children, to teachers of physics, so that physics was spread all over the world. And so he was a real ambassador for physics.
Dr. Carpenter's life of service reached beyond the classroom to his church and Rotary.
Rotarians around the world have the same motto: service above self. And Ray was a master at getting people to join hands. And by connecting with Rotarians in Australia or Bangladesh or the Philippines, he's served a good life in the Rotary, and he's not finished.
He's very, very active in serving others. In his role as treasurer, he would be very careful about every penny you spent on a nut or a bolt, but he was very eager to help out people that needed help. He'd be willing to give whatever it took to take care of people that were in need.
Where it all began remains in Ray's heart.
One of the most incredible things that I can tell you about Ray involves his scholarship, which he set up in memory of his father, the educator here, and in honor of his son who attended Roanoke. I mean, that's 3 generations that are touched by this. and countless generations of students that he will touch as a result of this scholarship.
I'm a double major at Roanoke College in physics and mathematics, and currently I'm focusing more on the experimental biophysics side of things. This scholarship has meant a lot for me in the fact that it eases the financial burden on my parents.
I wanted my daddy's name primarily to be kept in front of alumni in a way to serve an institution that had served him. It was an appreciation to the college, plus the fact that college had, I wouldn't say put me through school, but they certainly helped a great deal.
Forever an educator, Carpenter helped establish the Science Museum of Virginia, and if you visit him, you just might be privileged enough to witness a physics experiment by the 90 years young professor.
I think his legacy will be that every organization and person that he touched in some way is better for him having been here.
I saw in Roanoke College so many examples of faculty members who were very concerned about their students. They were concerned about the personal lives of those students, not just their academic lives. And that, I think, made a big impression on me.
Students care what you know when they know that you care. Ray saw that here, lived that at VMI. And so that's part of his whole life legacy, is understanding that at a deep level because of something he was exposed to here.
Roanoke College is proud to award the 2018 medal to Dr. Ray Carpenter.